Minecraft Me is brought to you by viewers and listeners like you on Patreon. Head over to patreon.com/Minecraft to support the show that's all about Minecraft. From beginner to expert, thanks to you, we're able to put an awesome show on the air. For more information, head over to patreon.com/Minecraft.
This is Minecraft Me, a show that is about Minecraft, where we bring you some of the most awesome tutorials on the internet, reviews of mods and pack picks that you can use when you play. We take you on awesome adventures, all with Chase and Joe.
Hey everybody, welcome again to another edition of Minecraft Me. This is the show that is entirely about the game from Mojang and Microsoft. It's called Minecraft. It doesn't matter if you're beginner or expert. We like to show you through this awesome building blocks game. Sorry we missed you guys last week. We were, celebrating the, traditional sense of the beginning of summer, which was Memorial Day weekend. But we are back, and we have a very full show ahead of you, and some special announcements, and so much more. But this wouldn't be a Minecraft Me without my good friend, guide, and teacher. And by the way, yeah, my name's Chase. You guys already knew that, and you already know this guy, Mr. Joseph Falbey. Hey, Joe, how's it going?
Good. I just want to point out,
Yes.
the bottom of Minecraft.net still just says Mojang. Doesn't say anything about Microsoft.
Oh, we know better. They haven't done a lot of things on Minecraft.net. They don't seem to update a lot of things over there.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Doesn't say anything about it.
It doesn't
We'll
say
see.
anything about it. How are things, Mr. Joe?
Good. Busy weekend, actually.
Really? Okay.
We had the back end of our house torn off.
Yeah. If and we always encourage people to, stop by a live show. We do the show Sundays, 5 p.m. Pacific time, and we get started a little early, and we talk about different things during the pre-show. One of those things is we saw a drop cam time lapse of the whole back of your porch area just being pretty much ripped to shreds, essentially. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was torn off.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like real
Which,
Minecraft.
I mean, better.
You weren't back there
better-
digging? You weren't back there trying to
No.
look for materials and
No. So I have a job that is a. I don't want to say what they're doing wasn't cool, and it is a lot of work.
Right.
However, the work that I do is in substantially higher demand, and as a result, pays much better. So, no. Plus,
Yeah.
I would get like 3 axe swings or 3, sledgehammer swings or something like that into it, and be like, okay, now I'm hot and sweating, and I don't want to do this anymore. So, no.
Okay.
But I did set up a camera to record them doing all that hard work,
Yeah.
and then did a time lapse of it, and it turned out pretty cool. Actually, I was impressed.
Well, looking forward to your new creation in your backyard area.
Yeah, it's going to be way different. Right now it's kind of weird because all of the windows it's all that side of the house. All the windows on that side of the house are now really bright.
So this show is going to be a show of announcements. It's going to be a show of discussion. And it will be a show of Minecraft, of course. We're going to unveil the top 3 results from the Data Center Challenge from a few weeks ago. You guys voted. And speaking of votes, I got to say this real quick before we jump into the news. We asked our community about 3 weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago, I would say, about how they would feel about moving to 1.8 and, with the potential of a server reset. Because of the way that some of the plugins, it would be too hard for us to save everything and move over to the new version of Minecraft, which right now is 1.85, I believe, is the most current version. I know there was a security update, but the 1.8 variety. And we actually got a lot of people jumping into the forums, Joe, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. But we got a lot of people voting. Not a lot of people voting for the server challenges, but a lot of people voted for the 1-8 situation. And so I cannot wait to actually talk to you guys about what's going to happen. The month of June is going to be a very busy one for the Minecraft Me Show, and cannot wait to share that. But first, let's do the news. Should I play the news music? We haven't done it in a while. Should I do it?
It doesn't really matter. You're going to do it.
I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it right now.
It's time for this week's Minecraft
All right,
news.
Minecraft news time. 52 minutes past the hour. And first off, let's talk about Minecraft Pocket Edition. Guess what, Joe, is getting skins. Player skins will now be able to be used in Minecraft Pocket, as well as new mobs, animals, and much more. They confirmed that this update will be coming out soon. In addition to that, you'll be able to purchase these skins with in-app purchases. Joe, you love in-app purchases. You'll get a pack of 20 skins for $1. That's a great deal, isn't it?
It's a great deal, unless you play on PC, in which case you can get a pack of Infinity skins for no dollars.
That's right, Joe.
Yes.
But not bad. 20 for $1. That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great deal.
Yeah, it's a great deal. Yeah. Let's talk about something that's actually really, really cool. I don't know if you guys saw this, but next weekend there'll be a charity marathon for stem cell research. Twitch is going to be hosting a 24-hour Minecraft marathon to benefit the National Stem Cell Foundation. The charity marathon, called Reason to Play, is featured to they're gonna show off top Minecraft players. Maybe not these guys. Maybe they are. I don't know. But it will not feature us because we're not top Minecraft players. But they're going to log over 10,000 hours, and they're going to, using this popularity, to fund stem cell science and research. They're going to try to get people to donate and that sort of thing. But I got to say, Joe, I'm a little disappointed that we were not asked. We were not asked to be a part of things, and I'm very disappointed.
If it's about who's the best Minecraft players, the top Minecraft players, as the article says, then they probably thought about us, and then they watched our diversity map plays.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, yeah, no, those guys clearly are not the top Minecraft players.
No, not really. No.
Because it's
But remember, we did record this show in the past for the future, so... This has already happened, and it should be. Yeah.
Wait, no, we predicted it happening.
Right. But hey, obviously, it's going to be a big thing over the weekend. We are not going to be able to compete with this, but Saturday, 24-hour marathon for stem cell research. Awesome stuff. Really, really cool. Now, let's talk about 1.8. I know you guys probably be like, blah, 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 I don't care about the stories. Whatever, stem cell research, great. Skins. Blah, blah. Let's talk about with the 1.8 update. So I went into the forums a couple weeks ago, back on May 18th, and I posted the following, and here it is. I said, hey, with the 1.8 update pending, would you be okay with a map reset? Now, what you're not seeing here is a poll. And the reason why you're not seeing the poll is because you got to be logged in to see the poll. So what I'm going to do real quick, Joe, is I'm going to log in. But can you talk a little bit, Joe, about why the 1.8 update would be very, very hard with existing stuff? Because I don't think a lot of people realize why would it be so hard?
Yeah, the big thing is 1.7 to 1.8. Late versions of 1.7 used UUIDs, unique identifiers for all the players.
Right.
Early versions, which is what we were on a pre-7.5 or 7.5 thereabouts, was still using player names, which is why when people started changing names, their claims disappeared, their inventory got changed, all that kind of stuff got messed up. Well, some of the plugins did a really good job handling the update. Grief Prevention did fantastic, actually. Moving from player names to UUIDs and Grief Prevention worked really well. It took it about 45 minutes to go through and parse everybody, but it did end up working.
Okay.
Some of the other plugins also did reasonably well. The one that didn't do very well at all was the inventory control. So the inventory management plugin that I use is what is for keeping the inventory that you have on the creative maps separate from what you have in the regular build maps. And it makes sure that the resource map inventory and all those things are spread and shared across the server the way they should be. and shouldn't be, and depending on the situation. That one, basically everybody's inventory disappeared.
Oh,
I
snap.
tried it. I tried it a couple, 3 different ways, but it reached the point where it's like I couldn't spend that much more time on it. Um, and so I mean, I would have if it had come to it, but after 8 or 10 hours, something like that, it was like, forget it. Let's just see if we can get away with a reset instead. And hey, we can get away with a reset instead. So a reset is going to be really nice because it will give everybody back to 0. Everybody will be back to no inventory. We'll do the same thing we did last time when we moved to the new season, or the season 3 map, where we gave people who'd been playing extra claim blocks from the beginning. So we'll do the same thing again. We'll give everybody, I think last time we gave everybody 1,000 blocks instead of 100 blocks to start. I don't see a problem with doubling that. Say 2,000 blocks. I mean, the big reason to limit how many blocks people have is so that somebody doesn't just go in and claim all the space right around spawn. That's really the only reason.
Yeah. But it's not just that too. I mean, we want to also encourage people to play and hang out on the server.
That too. Yeah.
And that's why we had those anti-AFK rules and that sort of thing. So,
yeah,
we wanted to, obviously encourage people to play and hang out. And that's why we have, you earn so many blocks per hour. But we also want to give everybody a larger starting block. Now, that being said, we've always been wanting to stay fair and not give anybody. Now, we understand that there's some veterans, and we consider them veterans that have been playing on our server for a very long period of time, but maybe they haven't played in a while. So how would we know that? I mean, they could have just came in to reset their number so they don't lose their claims and then just take off again. So.
Well, and I think what I did last time, it was anybody who had over 100 claim blocks. It meant that, because you join the server, you immediately, as soon as you plop down that chest, you immediately basically are given 100 claim blocks. So anybody who had more than 100 meant that they played on the server at least for a little while. Anybody over a couple hundred meant that they played on the server for over an hour. It is kind of hard to tell when the last time was somebody logged in. There's a couple ways I can check that. But I do think that, we want to reward players who've been active on the server more recently. A few people reached sort of ridiculous heights in terms of claim blocks. So, which is why we're not just going to carry the number over, because then literally someone could just claim all of spawn, all of the space around spawn. It would be kind of ridiculous. So I don't know. I think 1,000 to 2,000 is a reasonable number.
Yeah.
You think about it, 1,000 blocks is 100 by 100 plot, or 100 by 100 claim, which is about the size of one of the plots on the creative map.
Yeah.
So that's really pretty good. I don't know. We could even put that up for a vote, but I don't see a problem with somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000 claim blocks to start with if you've been active on the server within the last 6 months or something.
Yeah. It's one of those things where we want to keep it fair. We don't want to give unfair advantages. And unfortunately, I mean, we love our patrons very, very much, because without you guys, we wouldn't have a show. But we can't give you guys an unfair advantage in the server because we would be breaking terms of service. And that's why we have these other perks to give you, with the creative map, feed the beast, and that sort of thing. So, and so I wanted to show off real quick. You guys voted. This is really, you guys are driving this reset. This is the server results, Joe, and we had 47 people vote, and it was an 87.2% yes, 12% no.
And that was only since what day did that open?
That was opened on May
the 18th.
May 18th.
So
yes.
That's been just under 2 weeks.
Yep. And as you can see, we've had lots of great discussion and talking about why we're doing it and getting your thoughts. And actually the discussion in regards to the starting with more claim blocks and having a higher earn rate came from you guys. It came from the discussion in the forums. So if you're not a member of our community forums, please do so, geekgamer.tv/forums, and then you can discuss and chat with us. But so here's the plan of attack for 1.8. Here's what's going to occur as a recap. Next week, everybody's writing it down right now. So
I'm going to write it down, too. I should
yeah,
write this down.
Yeah, we should all write it down. Sunday, June 7th, around 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time, we will be changing where minecraftme.com, if you put that in your server browser in your Minecraft client, that will point to the new server location, okay, automatically. Obviously it's going to be one of those things where, depending on propagation and that sort of thing, it may take an hour, 2 hours. We can't really control that all too much. We're not going to give the exact IP address of our box either. Or we could. Could we? Could we not? Or no? I'm not sure. Do we?
We can once I know for sure which IP it's going to be on.
Got it. But it will be Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific time on the 7th, okay? So what will happen is we'll launch the new map. It'll be 1.8. You will not be able to bring your stuff over for 1.7. Okay, sorry. You're not going to be able to do that.
However,
if
you are a Patreon and a building in the plots map is carrying over exactly as it was.
That's correct.
And we are. I am going to set it up so that when you're finished with a plot, you can say finished. You can mark it as done, and then you'll be able to claim a new one and start over from scratch on a new claim,
right?
Or a new plot. So we are going to do some of that sort of stuff. But yeah, the what you made is not going to be. Or what inventory you had won't carry over.
Right, yeah. Inventory won't carry over. We're not going to... I know we're going to get the emails. I've been working on this for this. We know that a lot of you guys have been working on things. Now, that being said, we have selected some things for transfer. You'll notice them in the new world and in the new map. These are admin-level decisions that Joe and I have made personally, okay, on this. And bringing things over, but we honestly can't and don't have the time, energy, or resources to acknowledge every single request that we may get. Okay, so I want to throw that out there right now. But we will launch it. Now, a couple other dates of note. The last day that you will be able to play on the map will be on Sunday, June 28th. So the Season 3 map, which is what is on right now, 1.7, the last day you'll be able to play on that map is the 28th. And then what will happen, it will shut down. We're going to take out AT&T Park and some other, structures that we don't want shared out there in the public world. And then we're going to give you guys the opportunity to download it yourself. We're going to set up torrents. We're going to have shares set up. It's going to be a big download. What was that download, Joe? It was going to be what? 6-7 gigs. It was pretty big,
it's about
right?
6 gigs uncompressed. So compressed, it gets down there a little ways. I think it gets down in the 4-ish gig range. So, but again, that'll just be the main map. That won't include the plots map.
Now, will the plots be 1.8 as well?
Yeah, the whole
everything will be 1.8. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. And by the way,
I should say the inventory issue with carrying inventory across also applies to people who are in creative.
Mm-hmm.
So any inventory items you had in creative on the plots map, you won't have on the new map.
Right.
However,
it's creative.
You're in creative, so who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Just bring up the menu and pick them again. Yeah, it's not that big a deal. But that's the only thing to keep in mind.
Yeah. The other thing to note is on the 21st. Sunday, we'll be doing our Patreon Games Day. And also on that day, we will check in and see what's going on in the Feed the Beast world. So can't wait to check that out. And we also have something else in store for the 28th, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on in the show. But I want to say a big thanks to you guys who support us on Patreon over at patreon.com/Minecraft. And thanks to you guys who support us on Patreon, we're able to make that move to 1.8. We're able to... have that carryover and not have to have any downtime in that transition. Now, by the way, Joe, I don't know if you noticed, I added a new goal. And a new goal is if we can get to 700, there's this really cool service that I ran into. I don't want to mention the name on the air right now, but it's a service that will take my WordPress content and podcast stuff and incorporate it into an app that would be available on iOS and Android. So if we can make it to $700 per month, if we can make it to that goal, we will launch an app for Minecraft Me and GeekGamer.tv. And this app will allow you to interact with the show with your Android or iOS device. You'll be able to download episodes. You'll be able to watch the streams, all that fun stuff right from the comfort of an app on your phone. So if we can get to that $700 level, that would be awesome. But if we can't, and if you can't afford, don't worry. The show will always be free. But thanks to you guys who support us on Patreon, you're able to have an awesome community forum. We have TeamSpeak. You're able to provide equipment for production and servers and all that stuff. And the great thing is, thanks to you guys who support us on Patreon, we're able to do the Feed the Beast server and all that fun stuff. So if you would like to support us and get your name in lights, head over to patreon.com/Minecraft to support us on Patreon. And really, Joe, it's thanks to those guys on Patreon who've been able to let us make this transition a lot more seamless. Because I remember before when we made the move, server was down for a few days. People didn't know what was going on. We were able to do the seamless transition, not have to stress about it too much, which is great. So
yeah.
So now, Joe, it's time to unveil the top 3 of the Data Center Challenge. You want to remind everybody real quick what the Data Center Challenge was?
Right. So it was build a data center.
What kind of data center? Any kind of data center?
One with servers. So the idea was, if you knew what a data center was supposed to be, you knew what to build. It's pretty straightforward. It's the sort of thing that Google. It's where literally where the cloud lives.
I thought the cloud lives in the sky. I thought that's where clouds are.
Right. So if you listen to the marketing hype from all those companies, Amazon, Google, Microsoft has their deal, all those companies, and they talk about their cloud, really it's stuck in a data center somewhere. Actually, a number of them are Eastern Oregon. There's some in Utah or Nevada. There's some on the East Coast. There's some in Texas. Anyway, these data centers are all over the world. They're all over the United States and all over the world. And they're all just basically stuffed full of servers. So the other option, if you didn't want to do a data center, you didn't know what it looked like or what it should be, build an office complex of some sort, and we'll go with that. So here is kind of open.
Yeah, so here's third place. This was done by Tita Booz, and this was his version of a data center, which I would call this the open environment, if you will.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, it's kind of hard to get into. They got a lot of guards here. Is he? Oh, he's clearing the glass so we can get in now.
Out.
Yeah.
All right.
So guard 1, guard.
Welcome to Big Scary Monster Door Office Complex. Feel free to explore or contact TDA Booz about having your own office. Donations of any amount will be used. Help wanted building offices here. Okay, so it's still guards in here, and look, these guards are made of diamond blocks.
Yes.
You notice that?
Yes. So here's Iron Man here.
They must be.
Actually, I'm Tita Booz, but I'll be changing my MC next week when the show airs. Oh. So people are going to be changing usernames, too. I give you permission to claim. So what's going on in here? Is there... Oh, there was a skeleton in there. So here is the big data center, Joe, which, by the way, is just huge. This thing is just a big...
It is, and it's an office complex with a server farm or data center kind of built into the middle of it. You can see that the towers are where he says the servers are. See those stone towers.
Oh, right here, yes.
Yeah. So, kind of cool.
And then you actually have real farms because you have trees up here too.
Yeah, he has a layer of trees up above. Yeah, definitely cool. So yeah, this is TDA Booz, and it's supposed to look like a face from a distance. Oh yeah, it really does too.
Oh, I didn't even notice that before. Let me take a look. Oh yeah, it looks like a cat, a smiley cat. That's what it looks like to me.
Like a creepy smile. Yeah. Yeah. So this is TDA Booz. This is third place. Big congrats to him on his. He doesn't have a name, or he has a name, right?
Yeah, it's Tita Booz,
right?
Yeah.
No, not the player. The building doesn't have a name in front of it.
Does it have a name? I thought it did have a name.
I don't know. I think it does.
Let's look downstairs. There's nothing downstairs.
Well, go up. I think it's like behind the guard or something.
Oh yeah, it's the Big Scary Monster Door Office Complex. That's
There it
the
is.
name.
That's the name.
Or the Cheshire
that's-
Cat server, according to the Rebel 14 in the chat room. So
There you go.
there you go. So there you go. That's third place. Let's head over to second place now, and we're gonna warp to Data 6, and that is done by Awesome Man 574, which, by the way, I think which is near this bridge here. And this was second place, by the way. This is the Minecraft Me offices. We walk in, and I remember, Joe, you talked about this. This had a very nice looking fountain in the lobby.
Yeah, it's got a really nice fountain right in the middle, and then it's got 2 stories of offices. Oh, that's the employees area, right? Or no, does it just have the one? Yeah, it just has the 1 story, and then it has the elevator. This is kind of cool. This is the elevator.
Whoa.
You just jump up into the elevator. Yeah. And so here's the offices. So here's my office over here.
Nice desk. Looking good there, Joe.
Yep. And yours is, I think, on the other side.
Yep.
Yeah, you said it has the huge view of that bridge. Yeah.
Yeah, I had the better view. I remember. Yeah, I thought the bridge looked great. Spider over there.
The problem with this is you're facing away from it, right? You're sitting facing the door.
Yeah, but then I can sit down, look out, and be like, ah. And I could always rearrange my office.
I'm gonna go hang out the balcony.
Well, that's a nice place to be too. All right.
So this is this isn't a data center. This is an office complex with a. I do kind of like the elevator. And yeah, this is Awesome Man 574's Minecraft Me offices.
Next to a very nice cable stay bridge.
Yep.
But that didn't top off the overwhelming favorite for the first place. And this came from Otes Padre, data number 7. This was the Otes Padre data center. And by the way, we were commenting on first off, just the exterior architectural design of the line that goes all the way around using the
just a really simple. So, I mean, that's the hard part is on the outside of a standard data center, it's just a square. I mean, it just looks like a nothing. I mean, it just looks like a building. It's just totally square.
Right.
And so it's kind of cool that he added that line of steps, upside down steps, to sort of add a little bit of detail to it.
Yeah.
And then you can see while we're out, you can see up on the roof are either generators or chillers. We're not sure which, but that's just on the roof.
Probably chillers because they're up on the roof. Usually the generators would be on the side so they can refill them easily.
You would think so, but there's no generator on the side either.
Oh. Well, as you walk in, here's the administration office, and this is where if I'm waiting for somebody or if hi, can I help you? We did comment about the lights, by the way, the recessed lights, which looked great.
Yeah, the recessed lighting is really cool, and it has it has a light switch to turn off all the lights.
And you do have some lights that are left on for security reasons, of course.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is, Joe, we talked about you can't get into the data center part.
Right, you can't. You can see it, and this is really common. A number of, especially places that really show off what they have, will do this. They'll do a glass wall, and you can see it and be like, look at all the pretty servers.
We have a glass wall at where I work. I mean, I can't wait for you to come on and check it out. And by the way, don't let me forget, because I have a special announcement to make after the show or at the end of the show.
So yeah, you can see all the servers and be like, ooh, look at how pretty.
Yeah. So the only way to get in is
you can't actually get there.
house.
You have to go through a security gate or in this case it'd be like a man trap where it has 2 sets of doors. And then you're actually in the data center. Here's where you would put on your sweatshirt because it should be cold.
It should be kind of and noisy.
And noisy, yeah, quite noisy. And then he's got the same floor lighting below, and it looks like, you know what? He did. The floor is a suspended floor. I didn't even notice this before. So it's half slabs with a half gap below them. For actually putting. So a lot of people think that's where you put wiring, but in actual proper data center design, you don't. The floor is where the air conditioning blows in. So the cool air flows up from the bottom through the racks and out the top or into hot rows, as the case may be. And then the cabling actually would come in from above at the end of each row. A lot of data centers don't really care. They run all their cabling through the floor, but it's
here's fire suppression right here too, by the way.
yeah, so this is probably, it's not halon because this is too new, but it's some kind of fire suppression. So our fire suppression is a couple of CO2 fire extinguishers, but
it looked
but
great,
yeah,
you know, with
really
the,
cool. It looks really nice. Did a fantastic job. He does have hot row, cold row going on. You can see cold row in the middle where the lights are, and then hot row behind the servers where the blue would be. And then I think he does have, so the last row, orange boxes, are probably switching cabinets, would be my guess, is what he's meaning for those.
but still very well done.
Oh yeah, really, really nicely done. I forget what these are. Tape libraries, maybe? I can't remember.
And then if we want to go up on the roof, check out the units.
Yeah, you can get up to the.
And then here we are.
Yeah.
And it's got a nice little glow coming from underneath them as well. Hey, who's that? What's Grim doing here? What's he doing?
I don't know.
And now he's gone.
Trouble. Yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah.
So this is our clear winner. There was really no question in terms of the vote. You want to put his thing inside, because I don't know how far his claim extends.
It
does extend out. We can put it out here.
Yeah, you go for it, Joe.
What block do we put out here?
Diamond. A couple diamonds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So give him the first place plaque.
I should have stolen one of the guards from
guard. We're guards. Yeah, we're guards.
So this is.
Let's watch Joe make a sign.
First place data center. There you go.
Boom. Look at that. Right there.
Yep. Can't get much more straightforward than that. So that's Odios Padres data center.
Buddy.
Hey, yeah, don't let that. Let's close that. Keep the zombies out of the and the creepers. Man,
there's a lot of. Hey, look. There's
it's because we spent too much time here, so they all spawned.
Hey guys. How you doing? All right. Anyway, so there you go. There's the top.
So there it is. Pretty cool. I think I said when we were recording it, I was like, okay, this is my favorite. I love this one. It's just so good. Really complete, really nicely put together. Big congratulations, Odios Padre, and all of the other entries that we had. It is hard to pick one. In this case, I think everybody agreed there was like not a whole lot of question. That was amazing.
Oh no. So. No kidding on that. So let's talk about the next server challenge, because it's going to be the last one for this map. And I know it's bittersweet, but here it is. And you're going to only have 2 weeks to do it. You got to get your entries in by June 13th, midnight. Okay? And the challenge is simple. It's real simple, you guys. Show us your best. We want to see your best build ever. It has to be.
No, wait.
Go ahead.
Is this something they have to start and finish in these 2 weeks?
No, it could be anything.
Anything they've built on the server up to this point. Could be a previous entry in in one of these. It could be something you worked on for months and months and months. It wouldn't matter.
Yes.
We want to see the very best thing that you've built on the server.
Yes.
Does that just in the just in survival mode area? No creative build.
That's
right?
correct. Survival only. Survival only. Okay. But here's the deal, because we know we're going to get a lot of you guys entering in on this.
Yeah.
If you just submit a small house, okay, they're going to be basically your entries are going to be pre-screened by our moderation team. Okay, you got to make it through the first layer. If you don't even wow one of those people on the panel, you're not going to make it onto the show. Okay, it's got to be something like wow or whoa, or it's got to be, it's the best of the best. And if you think you have what it takes to be the best of the best, submit your challenge entry. You can do it right now, as a matter of fact. The form is open as you hear my voice. So head on over to geekgamer.tv/MinecraftMe. And on the right-hand side there is a button that you can click on. Those entries are due in 2 weeks on Saturday, June 13th at 12 midnight Pacific time. So that's 3 a.m. Sunday the 14th. So if you're on the East Coast, you get 3 extra hours. But there you go. That is when those are that need to be submitted, and then our moderation team will look through them. And if it's just a big pool of lava, which I would love, that's not quite going to make it, right, Joe? I mean, it's got to be good. It's got to be real good. Because this is it. This is the last server challenge for the Season 3 map. So make it happen.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we should make it at, what is it, 1,000 internet time.
You mean GMT?
No. Swatch internet time.
Wait.
Right? The old internet time?
Oh, internet time?
Yeah. They were trying to push this back in like 2000, I think.
Oh, gosh. No, I don't remember that.
You don't remember internet time?
I don't remember internet time.
Oh, man.
I don't
They divided a
internet time.
day up into 1,000 beats.
Uh-huh.
So an hour was 41.6 beats, and a minute was 0.694 beats.
Okay.
I only know that because I opened the Wikipedia article on it. But there were no time zones. That was the important part.
So I guess I need to talk to our moderation team. So are we getting a new spawn manor, or are we bringing over the existing one?
Yeah. No, they built a new one.
We got a new one. So, wow, this is one of the last few times we're going to see this.
And I have to admit, I haven't actually seen it yet.
Neither have I. I need to look at it.
So,
Actually, I'm going to remodel my welcome center. I need to start working on that, too.
I think they transferred it.
Yeah, I know they brought it over, but I was going to probably expand it out a little bit, too. But anyway, so right now, I did get an email from our sponsor for the theater naming. And this is the last time you're going to see it called Chateau de. Yeah. But anyway, let me hit the button here and walk in. Why is there a bat in here? Why are there bats everywhere? Let me turn that down a little bit. Why are there bats in here? I don't know. But let's look at what's going on in Theater 1, which is hosting Minecraft Me. And what is going on here? What's this? What's on the screen?
It's a bunch of heads.
But that's a little strange.
Yes.
So when you join us for a live show, as a reminder, we give everybody EXP. And we also show off something different on the screen every single time. And this time, it's heads.
It is, yeah. It's a
lot
bunch of heads.
Is it your head or my head?
They're just the generic Steve head.
Oh, the Steve head. And then you got some wither skulls.
And then, some wither skulls, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, as you can see here, look at all the
skulls.
people here joining us for this live show.
And they're cooking from below.
This is just a little disturbing.
It is kind of weird, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just strange to me. But anyway, there you go. Yeah, that's very interesting if you ask me. But if you join us during our live show, we do hook you up with EXP. I really don't know what else to say to that, Joe. That's just weird to me.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
It's a little strange.
Yeah.
But hey, it's time for some Minecraft Me messages. Let me hit the button. Here we go.
It's time to dip in the old mailbag. It's time.
Minecraft Me messages.
So, in case you guys didn't know, we do have Minecraft Me on the Xbox One. Yes, you could watch us on Twitch or on the YouTube channel, but you can also build on the Xbox One. Thanks to our good Minecraft Me friend, Mr. Dave, he set up a way for people to do it. Essentially, you just become his friend, and we have details in the forums if you want to learn how to do that. But here is an update for what is going on. He says, hey, Chase, after many hours of planning and building, solo, I might add, I'd like to present to you this screenshot. It's one of the best things I've ever built in Minecraft. Now I feel like this world is officially part of the show. The photo was taken atop from the uncompleted Spawn Manor. Once Spawn Manor looks presentable, I will probably build some roads off the island and then settle a plot of land somewhere and raise my family. We've got 2 members of the Minecraft Me community now on my Xbox friends list. That's Castlemaker and Psychotic Kid 789. and hope others trickle in as they can. If anyone gets an Xbox One and wants to join in the fun, please see the thread in the Minecraft Me forums. I hope someday our Xbox world will flourish alongside our PC one, and maybe someday Microsoft will create portals to travel cross-platform. Great Scott. Keep digging, and I'm proud to represent your show in a separate platform. So let me go ahead and bring up the picture right now, and here it is. It is the Minecraft Me show logo in Xbox One, Joe. So there you go.
Nice.
And as you could see, that was done in survival, because you see there's a health bar there and everything. So that was done in survival. And
That must have taken a while.
Yeah.
And some scaffolding and stuff.
Scaffolding.
Well, how else are you going to build it?
Yeah, no, that's true.
You can't fly. So
yeah, no, it looks.
Except it did look like there was R2D2 on the screen. Maybe R2D2 can fly in Minecraft.
Well, actually, let's take a look real quick. Yeah, it is R2D2. Probably a paid skin, by the way.
Yeah. By saying R2D2, are we going to get a takedown notice?
We don't know what
Disney
we're
now?
what are we referring to. I didn't say anything. I mean, really. I don't know.
It probably falls under fair use, but I don't know.
We got a question, by the way, from Matt. He says, "Hey, I really like your show. I'm from the Great Britain."
Great Britain.
I'm sorry. I'm from Great Britain, not the Great Britain. Even though they probably call themselves. Yeah, we are the Great Britain. I want to become a Patreon, but I only get pounds for pocket money, pound sterling. How do I convert it to dollars? Thank you. Now, by the way, if you have yourself a credit card, you can sign up to be a Patreon, and it will do the conversion automatically. It will do it
automatically.
Yeah, it's really cool. So, but yeah, you have to use one of their methods of payment. So I believe Patreon accepts major credit cards. You can go through that route, and it will convert automatically, and you can go that route. So all that fun jazz. Other than that, I don't think we had any other. Let me see here. I thought I saw something here. No, I don't think so. We did get a message from. I think this is San the Holin. And it says, "Hey, this is a message from my sister. I started Minecraft 4 days ago, and I'm at episode number 9 when my brother showed me your show on video. And I said, whoa, that's not what I thought Chase would look like. But I knew Joe would look like that. I actually don't have a Minecraft I don't actually have a Minecraft account yet, so I'm using my brother's to see you on the server." I don't know what I should, if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't look like, because I know some people probably listen to the audio version. Joe, why are you quiet over there all of a sudden?
I'm just sitting here, man.
All right, fair enough. If you guys want to write into the show, you can head over to geekgamer.tv on the top edge of the page. You can click on that Contact Us link right there, and then it'll take you to this nifty little form where you can fill it out. Or you can email us, minecraftme@geekgamer.tv. Everything comes to the same place. And while you're here, why don't you head over to our show page, which is at minecraftme.com. It automatically takes you over here. As you can see, our last episode was the Diamond Hunt, which, by the way, Joe, a lot of people had a lot of fun doing it. I know I did, and I'm going to be posting the survey for our Patreons here pretty soon to see what they want to do in 3 weeks, because the Patreon games are coming up, and we want to know if they want to do a Survivor Games, they want to do another hunt. Is there any other potential ideas, Joe, of what they could do? That we
try to do a Spleef arena.
Okay, Spleef.
But we'd be limited on how many players. It'd probably be capped at 20-ish players.
Okay, so that would definitely.
So that'd be a little hard.
Okay.
I mean, we could do bigger, but it would get really ridiculous.
Right.
So Spleef arena is another option. We could maybe come up with a way to do a few more than that.
Okay.
And I know there's a few other game types out there. I'll have to do some looking and see what else is available. But at the very least, yeah, we have those 3 choices: Survivor Games, Hunt for the Material, or Hunt for the Block. Whether it's Diamond or I mean, we could do Emerald for that matter. That'd be a long hunt, depending on the world generation. Or or a number of other ones. So we'll or Spleef Arena, and like I said, I'll do some digging, see what else we can find, or if anybody has any suggestions, email those in, and we could come up with some other game modes to try.
So should I? Let's see. We've made the announcement about 1.8.
Yeah.
Okay. We've made the announcement that we're moving to the new map, and we also made the announcement of when we're going to do the next Patreon games on the 21st. We made the announcement of our server challenge, but there's some other I would say not show related announcements. But this is the only platform that I have at this point to announce things for Geek Gamer TV, because we don't have a show where we talk about gaming and technology and cool gadgets and gizmos. You know, that show that was called Control F12, I think it was. Was it?
Yeah, that was it.
That was it. Yeah. It's called Hoser Chat, right? Hoser Chat.
Yeah.
That was the show. Or Geek Gamer
cool.
Weekly or Geek Gamer Live. Whatever the case is, whatever you want to call that show, it's going to be coming back. And it's going to be coming back because, and I have to bring it back because in about 100 days or so, Geek Gamer TV will be heading to PAX 15 once again. So yes, you guys, we're going to be heading to PAX this year again in Seattle. Should be a lot of fun. It's 4 days. It is not over Labor Day weekend this year. It is the weekend before Labor Day weekend, which is traditionally PAX weekend, so maybe they couldn't book it. But in any event, we'll be heading there and also be doing some sort of show leading up to it and afterwards, and we'll be doing interviews and other fun stuff. What are you doing over there? I hear this clicking.
Nothing.
Okay. Is that you? Is that really you?
Nothing productive. Yes.
Oh, okay. That is you. All right. Fair enough. But yes, you guys, we will be doing stuff again, more content. And by the way, if you play Grand Theft Auto 5, which I know some members of our audience may be too young to play that game, but if you do play Grand Theft Auto 5, we do play a lot on the PC, and we'd love to have you join our crew as well. And we'll have details on our website. But Joe, before we get out of here, do you still do the Twitter thing? I mean, I know I plug your Twitter all the time, but yeah, I haven't seen a tweet from you in a while. So
I haven't tweeted in a long time.
Okay, fair enough.
There's nothing stopping me from doing the Twitter thing other than doing it.
Okay. If you want, you can follow me on Twitter at Nunes, Nunes, and please follow the network on Twitter at Geek Gamer TV. They just launched Periscope for Android, so I actually did a Periscope pre-show where people were able to ask me questions on Periscope. Yeah. And before we get out of here, Joe, just a brief, small preview. You're going to love this. A brief, small preview of potentially what the show could look like in the future.
Oh, jeez.
That's right. Coming to you from the Minecraft Me Studios inside this game. Yeah. For Mr. Joseph Falbey, I'm Chase Nunes. Thank you for downloading and watching Minecraft Me. We'll see you guys again next week. Keep digging. Bye, Joe.